probably do a track with the guitar.
Emma, you're gonna keep
Talking.
us through this on there.
Lovely. King.
Keep
Hi,
talking.
Sydney. How are you doing? Are you excited to play for us tonight? You've got 3 songs for us. 3 whole songs. Just you and your guitar.
We did it. This took some time, but we got there.
It's gorgeous. Her name's Charlotte. Perfect.
Welcome to the last Sunday. Cheers to you for coming out tonight and joining in the conversations that affect us all, no matter how big or small. We are here for last Sunday. Welcome to the last Sunday. Welcome to the last Sunday. The last Sunday. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, Mac, my trusty stagehand over here. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. I know we have a few members here in the audience. We are live here at the Broadway Theater. We are also being joined live at the Creative City Center in Regina. And I know it is blowing some serious snow outside, so I hope everybody is safe and has had a wonderful holiday season. And yeah, we're here for a little bit of a show, a little bit of a talk back. For those of you that are new, this is the last Sunday, and the last Sunday is all about having conversations about what is going on in our community, either locally, internationally, nationally, and talking about it in a creative way, putting some kind of artistic voice to these tough topics that we have. There's lots of things happening in the world right now, and you know what better way to communicate those things than finding, a play to talk about it, a fun little skit, which you're going to hear later, a musician. I find artists have a great way of just telling the hard stories, the hard-hitting stories. So if you're new here, welcome. We are live on YouTube and on our website, sometheater.com. And we do have a chat, a live chat. Joel is on there on the live chat, so if you have any questions during the evening, I will be on my cell phone getting texts, and we can answer as many questions as you would like. But please join us on there and just say where you're watching from. We'd always like to hear kind of if it's how far we are reaching, so make sure you kind of check that out. And just keep chatting with us during the evening. I do want to just take a minute to do a bit of a land acknowledgement. And I always struggle with this every month, trying to figure out what a land acknowledgement means to me, because I have such a hard time with land acknowledgements as it is right now, because I find that they've become a bit of a script, I guess, if we're talking about theater, and the same kind of, we say the exact same things over and over, and what is it that we are acknowledging? What is it about this land that we are acknowledging? And I find, even today, we're talking about emergency preparedness, and the land that we are walking on, this land that we are acknowledging, is saying things, and sometimes we don't quite pay attention. So the way I like to do land acknowledgements is land, to me, this is where I'm from. This is my land. I grew up here, and as a Cree Indian, as a Nehiyah woman, this is where I'm from. This land is where my ancestors are from, and then so that connects me to land. Then I always think about the acknowledgement side. What are we acknowledging? And every month, it's been different for me, but so this month, what I like to do with acknowledgement is break it down. What are you acknowledging in the moment? And taking moments, sometimes we don't even have the answers to what is it in the moment that we're wanting to acknowledge or say thanks for or be grateful for. So this month, I acknowledge the holiday season. I acknowledge that it's sometimes very difficult in this time. I acknowledge that the weather is crazy outside, and I hope that those that don't have a safe place are safe and finding shelter tonight, especially since it's so blowy outside. Those are all kind of the things that I'm feeling and wanting to acknowledge at this moment. We are here this evening to talk about emergency preparedness. That's a big word. We have flooding in BC and the West. There's also some flooding in the east. And sometimes we sit here in this province in the middle and are sometimes a bit comfortable because we don't have flooding. There aren't big oceans and rivers and all those things, even though we do have rivers. But what are we doing in these prairie provinces to be prepared? Because in this area, we could have a tornado. It has been so dry in the summer times that maybe a big giant fire will just kind of take over. So it's, what are we doing? I guess the biggest question is, what are we doing to get prepared? And that's what this evening is all about, is to try and open up those discussions. And I, honestly, if I'm thinking about my own self, I think about it, but I'm not as prepared as I should be, and I'm hoping to learn a few things this evening. But I would like to throw that out to the chat, or maybe out here to our audience members, or even in Regina, if there's audience there. What are you doing to get prepared? No. You know, do you have a backpack that's ready to go in the case of an emergency? Do you have a storage room? Is there a bunker? Do you have a secret storage room and you're just like, how are you getting prepared? And I hope that we can answer a lot of those questions this evening. But yes, tell us how you're getting prepared on the chat, and we'll be back and I will be able to kind of share some of those things with yourself. So first up, I am really excited about this. So we have a bit of a skit with Joanna Arnott and her dad, Dave Arnott, and they're going to share a bit about how to get prepared. And it's going to be very, very exciting. So I would like to invite Joanna Arnott out here. So please put your hands together for Joanna Arnott.
Hello everyone. So I know that Crystal just said it will be me and my dad, but unfortunately it's just me tonight. First rule of disaster planning is be prepared, and you know, the same thing for theater, the show must go on. So it's not talking about disaster planning, but I will be doing some card tricks tonight. So I've got the, sorry, that's me. Oh, it's my dad. Weird. Why are you calling me? Hey, Dad. You're on speakerphone. I'm on stage. Where you're supposed to be with me, but you're not here. I hope you're watching at home. I sent you the link.
There's a wildfire.
There's a wildfire. There's a wildfire?
It's in the area of the landfill, and it appears to be moving north up the river valley.
Well, we've had wildfires before, and I mean, they've never come to the city, so they've dealt with this.
Well, we've had grassland fires reach the edge of the city, but Saskatoon Fire Department and Cormorant Park have always been able to control it. The city's out there fighting it right now to try and get it under control, but it appears to be moving quickly up the valley. They're not sure if they can keep control of it.
So what do we do? This is unprecedented. I don't know. I have a water bottle, but
well, given your location and the location of your apartment, I think you should prepare to evacuate. The city's going to start considering those options. Mm-hmm. What you need to do is gather up your essential and valuable items.
Got it. Okay. But
if you can, safely get to your apartment. Get back there, and you know, we had talked about having important papers and wills and deeds and all that sort of stuff ready to go. Mm-hmm. Keep monitoring the city site for sure, and the emergency radio. Watch and listen for road closures, evacuation routes, reception centers, and consider where you would like to evacuate to.
Okay.
Warn the folks there, with the system moving that fast, it may be best if their home is close to the river valley that they head home and prepare as well. Okay. You should let their families know.
Your families know.
Text is preferred at this time because the phone lines are starting to overload.
Right, which makes sense. Why did you call me? Okay, so I know we talked about the documents at home, but I'm not gonna lie, they're scattered everywhere, and it's also really smoky. What do we do about
smoke? Well, if you're at your home, close the windows and doors. Okay. Stay indoors if you can. Mm-hmm. Wear a mask. If you happen to have an N95, they're effective.
Yvette does.
Folks with respiratory issues should move away from the area right away.
Okay. All right. Is there anything
Stay
else?
alert,
Okay.
be ready to act, be aware, take care.
Beware.
Don't panic. As it approaches, just take a couple of deep breaths, take an inventory. What do I have? What do I need? Get accurate situation details, like we don't want to panic and spread it.
No.
Prioritize and plan.
Okay.
What now, what next?
What now? What next? What now? What next? Okay. Well, thanks, Dad. I've got to run. Enjoy the show. I personally am going to go find my birth certificate. Where did I put that?
Oh man. What now? What next? Do you know where your documents are? I don't know where my documents are. I'm gonna have to find them. Birth certificate, health card. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh man. Okay. All right. So we are moving on. So we've been fortunate enough or even last year, we started doing a partnership with different theaters. And this year, we are being joined by Regina. Some Theatre Regina is one of our partners, and they're live at the Creative City Centre, where our musician is. And we've been fortunate. We've worked with Lyric Theatre, and Spark Theatre, the Community Players Theatre, and due to COVID, we've had a lot of difficulties trying to gather everybody with everything changing as we know. But we're gonna head to Regina and just see how things are going on down there. How are you, Sarah?
Hi, Crystal. I'm well. How are you?
We're doing okay. Do you have a bit of an audience there?
Yes, we do. And I was thinking a lot about the questions that you had posed to us about things we do here to prepare for emergencies. And one thing that I think is potent in Saskatchewan is blizzard preparedness. And we're kind of having a storm right now, so it feels really relevant. And I was thinking about when I was a kid, and my mom would buy a lot of canned goods in the fall, and then she could be sure that we would have access to lots of canned goods in case there was a really bad blizzard in the winter. And before we go on with our song, it'd be cool to ask the audience here if anybody can remember something that they do for emergency preparedness. Can anybody think of anything? Shout it out. Buy lots of toilet paper. Keep candles in your car. Anything else? Always have a first aid kit. Okay. Extra winter coat in the car. Cool. Thanks, everyone in Regina, for offering that. So her name is Sydney Wright, and she is an awesome musician here in Regina. She is a dietitian. She also is a musician, and right now she's exploring some solo work. And I really feel that the stars aligned to have her here with us tonight because she actually has a song that she wrote that's called Emergency Preparedness. So I'd love to welcome Sydney Wright up to the stage. Let's give her a hand and enjoy, everyone.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Yeah, so listening to that little intro, all of my songs, I thought just one of them was gonna fit the theme, but all of them kind of have to do with things that are outside of our control. So this first song I wrote a couple weeks ago, and it was about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. So something I could not control at all, but was still affected me quite a bit. So thank you everyone for being here. Walking down the street at 9 p.m. I should have left when I told them I would. Right now I'm running late to the call, but I'm already halfway.
Your car came ripping round the bend. Could have stopped and asked me how I've been, but you hid your face and drove away. Come on, baby, is there really nothing to say? Freaking out right now. I got too high at the party and I don't know anybody to bring me down to the ground. Say goodbye, you smile and wave. Grab my things and look both ways. Why is it I always feel like I'm doing something wrong when you come along? I was just trying to carry on. But you almost committed a vehicular crime. Couldn't say I'd even be all that surprised if you killed me, but you left before I died. It would bury me for a second time. I'm freaking out right now. I got too high at the party and don't know anybody to bring me down to the ground. Say goodbye and grab my things, smile and wave. Say goodbye, smile and wave. Grab my things and look both ways.
Thank you. So that one also kind of had to do with winter driving. So again, fits the theme. So yeah, this next one is what Sarah was talking about. It's a song about, well, okay, so let me backtrack. When I think of emergency preparedness, I think of natural disasters. And when I think of natural disasters, I think of things being life-changing, usually not in a good way, life-altering. I think of things being really devastating. So this song is about a natural disaster of a relationship.
Who really knows which way the wind's gonna blow when you're living in a desert? Why would you prepare for the snow? Take it from me, you don't wanna be caught in that storm exposed. So always remember to pack an extra layer of love, heartache, mistakes follow you in from the cold night sky. Your lies won't count if we don't say so. Raven, your white flame. The moment it gets harder to breathe, and running right back to a person that you used to be. You lit a fire cost of the damage is much more than you'll ever know. Heartache, mistakes, they follow you in from the cold night sky. Your lies won't count if we don't say so. It won't count if we don't say so. We're okay if we just say so. I'm okay if you just say so.
Thank you so much, Regina. Thank you, Sydney. I apologize, we have a little bit of technical difficulties, but I think given we always talking, the weather is such a fickle thing. We're having a blizzard on the internet. What? Change the battery pack. Look at that. Now there's a blackout. We're in a blizzard, now there's a blackout. We want to thank some of our sponsors. We could not do last Sunday without the generous support of sponsors. Sask Arts, Canada Council for the Arts, the Dr. David Edney Fund, which has funded our last Sunday for many years, and it's been so wonderful. I love this platform to be able to talk about important things in this way. It's very, very important. I guess I want to ask some of our audience members out here, what are you doing to be prepared? Or what are some of the things you think that we need to get prepared? Just shout them out. Oh, we're shy. A booster battery pack for the car. I'm hearing a lot of car things. Who has, show of hands, I guess, or on our chat as well, or in Regina, who has a prepared kit in their car? A warm kit. Only do it in the summertime. I know in my car right now, I feel in my car, I'm always prepared. I've got a big heavy blanket. There's 2 big blankets in there. There's candles in there. There's a shovel in there. There's kitty litter. Boots, extra boots. My dad always makes sure, because I'm always on the road, to make sure that my car has all the things, just in case it gets stuck on the side of the road. But even now we talk about, non-perishables or canned items, rice. That might be a thing to have, a big bag of rice. I know you can get a good bag at Costco. All right, we are going to move on to what we call our crown jewel of our evening, and that is the 10-minute play. And this month, it is called The Ant and the Grasshopper, a one-night stand, and it was written by Cheryl Jack. And our wonderful acting team, I'm going to ask them to come up. We got Jared Beatty and Megan Zong. Let's give a round of applause for these wonderful actors. Welcome, welcome. And here we are, The Ant and the Grasshopper, a one-night stand.
You leaving already? I don't think you should drive in this.
You know what this was, right? I thought I was super clear on that.
You were, and I am. It's just, this blizzard is bad. I know I just met you, but I care that you get home okay.
One-night stands are not about caring. They're about getting what you need and getting out. Where's my...
bra under the chair.
With these blinds, you can't even tell if it's still snowing. It's probably over. I can't hear the wind.
I spent a fortune on these blinds, not to mention the insulation.
You don't have to walk me to the door. It's just over there. I can let myself out.
Sorry, Chelsea, I'm just not that guy.
I would rather you didn't use my name. Last night it was okay. Right now I just...
Okay. Let me help you with that.
You really don't get how this works, do you?
The faster you're dressed, the faster you can...
Get the hell out of here?
Oh, is that really necessary?
No, sorry. Just don't want to connect, you know?
I guess.
Okay, I'm all set. Holy mother of...
This is incredible.
What are we going to do?
It's gonna be okay.
Okay? Are you on crack? This is not okay. Try the back door.
Same thing, socked in.
This is bad. How do you open the blinds?
Oh, here.
We're going to die in here. We need a shovel.
I have one in the basement.
Go get it.
There's too much snow. We won't get out.
Oh, I can't take this. Oh God, oh God, oh God.
Calm down. I've got this.
What do you mean you've got this? And don't tell me to calm down. We can't get out. The snow is so, we're trapped. We're so, oh my God! Ray?
I'm right here. I guess this means we're back on first name basis again.
This is not funny.
I know, Chelsea. I'm sorry. I'm trying my cell. Nothing. You?
Shit! We're in trouble. Honestly, what are we going to do?
Do you think that you can trust me?
That's a creepy question. You know that, right?
Sorry, yeah, that was creepy. Sorry.
I guess I'm going to have to trust you. I'm stuck in your tiny house that seems to be hermetically sealed. I have no choice.
Okay, hold my hand. We're going to be going down some stairs to the basement, so stay close.
No, wait. Now I'm scared. I don't even know you.
My name is Ray. You slept with me last night.
That isn't helping.
Chelsea, have you ever heard of Aesop's fables?
Oh my God, you're completely freaking me out. What the hell is an Aesop?
Not a what, a who.
Okay, who the hell is Aesop?
A slave.
A slave? Super creepy.
And a storyteller from ancient Greece.
You know this is a weird conversation to be having right now, right?
I guess.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a professor.
Of what, history?
No.
What then, English, math, science?
Philosophy.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure how that makes me feel. Maybe a bit better, maybe not.
Do you know the fable of the ant and the grasshopper?
Can't say that rings a bell.
I'm going to lead you downstairs and I'm going to tell you the story. So listen.
Do I have a choice?
Trust me. Aesop's The Ant and the Grasshopper, a very ancient fable. In a field one summer's day, a grasshopper was hopping about, chirping and singing to its heart's content. An ant passed by, bearing along with great toil an ear of corn he was taking to the nest. "Why not come and chat with me," said the grasshopper, "instead of toiling and moiling in the way?" "I am helping to lay up food for the winter," said the ant, "and recommend you to do the same." "Why bother about winter," said the grasshopper. "We have got plenty of food at present." But the ant went on its way and continued its toil. When the winter came, the grasshopper had no food and found itself dying of hunger, while it saw the ants enjoying corn and grain from the stores they had collected in the summer. Then the grasshopper knew it is best to prepare for days of need.
Okay. So the grasshopper was lazy, like pretty much everyone I know. Where are you taking me?
I've never shown this to anyone. I guess you could say I'm the ant.
Oh my God. This is
I'd like to be prepared.
amazing.
My family thinks I'm paranoid.
Any other day I might say the same thing, but this is not any other day.
Can I take you on a tour?
Yeah, sure.
I know it's small.
I can't believe this. It's really warm.
Yeah, I use straw bales. There really isn't much else in this basement but this tiny room. Sorry, there isn't much headroom. It's super insulated. Please don't report me.
Sorry?
I did this without a permit.
Oh, you're such a badass.
I should have known better. Even though we just met, you wouldn't care about permits.
Evidently, neither do you, Professor.
You got me there. You can hang your coat on the back of the door.
Thanks, Professor Badass.
Okay, so I have food for 2 months for... Oh, no, that's not right. Sorry, I mean, I have enough for the two of us for a month. I did not plan on... Anyway, food's all along this wall. The water supply is here. There's a place to go to the bathroom over there. There is enough septic storage for a month. I mean, not that we'll be here a month.
No, it won't take that long. 24 hours tops, right?
Maybe?
Why do you say it like that?
Well, I just think it will take time to get people out.
How long?
A couple weeks?
A couple weeks? I can't stay here for that long. This is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, this is really happening, isn't it?
It is.
You really are weirdly prepared, aren't you?
Do you think? I'm still a little concerned about not having enough reading material, art supplies, stuff to just keep us going. The essentials, at least I have covered the essentials.
Yes, you have.
I'll take care of you.
Really?
Really?
But if you're the ant, then aren't I the grasshopper? Don't I starve to death?
Ah, the fable. Aesop's fable had been adapted over a couple millennia. In many versions, the grasshopper is taken in by the ant colony and cared for with food and comfort for the harsh winter. So, no, you don't starve to death. You're here, aren't you?
You'd need a snowblower to kick me out. Surprised you don't have one.
Oh, it's in the garage.
That's not going to help you today, Professor. Guess you're stuck with the uninvited grasshopper.
I guess I am. There is something about you that, I don't know, I'm glad I've prepared enough for two.
Okay, stop. None of that. Nope.
I'm not speaking.
You really are obsessed with this ant thing, aren't you?
Why do you say that?
It's even on the wall.
Oh, my dad had the illustrated ant and the grasshopper framed for me just before he died.
Is this like your code or something? It looks like an ancient watercolor. Beautiful. And slightly haunting.
Haunted beauty. It's kind of where we're headed.
Okay, that is sounding on the edge of creepy again.
Oh, no. I mean, we as in all of us. Humanity, the planet.
All the fires, floods, haunted beauty.
Maybe my dad just wanted me to remember the simple lessons, He said the fable always reminded him of me. Well, I guess it is a type of personal code.
You realize in this picture that the grasshopper's dead, right?
Yeah, but if a story can adapt, so can we. You really can trust me, Chelsea.
I think I do. People are probably dying out there right now.
More than likely, yes.
Being stuck down here is going to be hard.
No one said life was easy.
I hate when people say that.
I'm going to learn a lot about you, aren't I? We might even have to connect.
Well, so much for my perfect one-night stand.
Curl up, have a bite to eat, and grab a book.
Okay. I can do this.
Thank you. Keep it going for our wonderful actors, Megan Zong, Jared Beatty. And
And for our playwright as well, Cheryl Jack, what an amazing play. Every month we've been asking, or last month I remember asking, we're trying something new each month with asking our artists to respond to the topic of the month. So we as a team sit together and go over, because there's so many things happening in the world, and like last year we have COVID, now there's Omicron, there's all these things that are happening again. So we sit as a team and we discuss what is happening, or we listen to our community and see what are topics that we want to talk about each month. And this month it was emergency preparedness, because of the floods and even like the climate change and all of the things. And what we ask is for our artists, what we really want Last Sunday to be is an artist response to the topic of the month. So this month, the 10-minute play is always a response to that. But this month, we had some amazing feedback, some amazing artists that really were, because we want them to be excited about sharing or bringing something, a conversation to what we're talking about. And that is where Jo and her dad came from, because they had reached out and were wanting to have these conversations. Jo's dad is Dave Arnott is super, super smart when it comes to this. And yeah, that is why we are here for another Jo and her dad Get Prepared. Here we go.
Hi again. That was close. Wild times, am I right? But have no fear. The fire stopped. They did it. We're all good. It's still Jo, not Jo and her dad. Dad's still at home, but calling me apparently. He's asked me to keep my phone off silent, so I guess this will just be him. Okay. Hey, Dad. You're on speakerphone again. I'm still at the Broadway Theater performing without you. Yeah, crazy stuff with the fire. I'm really glad that it's passed and that, we're able to keep going, with the show. It's amazing we didn't stop, but that's great, because it stopped.
Hi, I'm just checking in. Have you been following the city Notify Now notices or Environment Canada weather apps?
No, because I've been in a show, on stage. No, I haven't had.
Yeah, but do you have your emergency first aid kit and your emergency survival kit? Quite a list.
I have my backpack.
Is your kid at your apartment?
Well, no. Dad, we talked about this. It's not really feasible for me to keep the kid at my apartment. I live in a small apartment with my partner. I don't have room for like 63 liters of water, a full camping stove and stuff. Like it's a long list of things that are required on the list. And I live in a 2-bedroom, the second bedroom.
Okay, well, I thought we just looked like you were going to go camping for 3 days, 3 liters of water.
Right.
Some instant coffee,
Yeah.
some beans, some rice,
I have those.
little things.
Right. Well, like I said, I have my backpack. I know you're watching. I'll show you what I've got in it. Like I said, water bottle. The other essentials, a tambourine. We've got craisins. Craisins, is that non-perishable? I actually don't know. Okay, I've got Band-Aids. Part of a first aid kit. You'll patch something. Yarn. I can knit a sweater. We've also got juggling balls to keep you entertained if you're locked down. I've also got granola bars, bubbles.
Well, there's a tornado warning issued for the Saskatoon area. It's touched down in Rosetown apparently and Vanscoy, and it's heading towards Saskatoon at about 70 clicks an hour.
I'm sorry, did you say a tornado? But there was just a fire. How?
Yeah, you need to start monitoring Environment Canada and Sask City EMO,
Yes.
social media, Twitter, and that sort of stuff. Maybe even tune into emergency radio 91.7. It's going to be significant from what they're saying. Warn the folk there as well. With the system moving this fast, it may be best if they shelter in place. They should let their families know too of the warning and what they plan to do at this time.
All right, they can do that. What What else should we do? Like, are we safe here? This is I mean, it's a pretty sturdy building. It looks pretty sturdy.
Well, if it does land in Saskatoon, stay away from the windows, doors, and outside walls.
Okay.
Go to an interior small room,
Okay, this
hallway,
is a big room.
basement. Basement's the best.
Oh, there's a basement here.
Get into the center of the room. Stay out of corners because that's where they tend to attract debris.
Okay.
And get under a piece of heavy furniture or desk and hold onto it. Important thing at this time is not to panic. Just keep an eye on the sky.
Panic. All right, no, don't panic. Sorry, don't panic. Keep an eye on the sky. Find something heavy to hide under. Don't panic. Don't panic. Eye on the sky. Eye on the sky. My eye is on. There are no windows in this room. There are no windows in this room. Keep an eye on the sky.
Give it up for Joe, everybody. 91.7. Only in an emergency, 91.7. Or SAS Tourism website, right? I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to note it down. It's a lot of things.
That is correct.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, great. Awesome. This is what happens when artists respond to what is happening with the month and wanting to respond. So Jo will be back for one more round. I know her dad has lots to share with us, so we're very excited. We are going to head back to Regina, and I'm hoping we've got one more song down there. And we have this awesome singer. Her name is Sydney Wright. Hello, Regina.
Hello.
All right, let's put our hands together for Sydney Wright, everybody.
Thank you. One more song for everyone. This one is less about the weather. I guess I write a lot of songs about the weather, but this one is more about people's behaviors when those are not in your control, and how you can only control your own thoughts, your own behaviors, your own actions. And then you kind of just have to deal with the fallout of what other people choose to do. So that's what this one's about. Enjoy. Out of sight and out of mind, but I've been here the whole damn time. Couldn't run and couldn't hide. Tracing patterns in the snow to forget the things you know. You should be mending on your own. How sweet it must be to believe your sins expire with the change of the leaves. I envy the fantasy. I cut my hair, are you ready for it? You didn't care, are you ready for it? So I'm aware, are you ready for it? Six feet tall. So why is she the bigger person every time you fall? A package sent in late November on your step, return to sender. You thought you could forget her.
cut my hair. You didn't care. So blissfully unaware, are you ready for it? 'Cause I've been waiting for it.
Wow, thank you so much, Sydney. Such beautiful songs. I know we have so much talent across this province, and it's wonderful to be able to share. So if you are an artist out there in Regina or wherever you happen to be and would like to respond to the topic of the month, please follow. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can find us also on our websites, and just check those out. Follow us on all of those socials. And if you want to respond to what we're talking about as an artist out there, please sign up. That's what this event is all about, is responding an artist's voice to those topics. So on that, I would like to bring back one more time, Joe Arnott. Put your hands together.
Hi again. I don't know about all of you, but I'm having one heck of a night. I guess some important context I'm realizing is that we keep making jokes about how my dad knows a lot about this, and he calls me. And my dad worked in disaster management. He was a business continuity and disaster planning consultant for companies. Important context. I mean, like, it's nothing against people that just, like, follow the weather and are preppers, but my dad it was his job for many years. So on that note, I'm going to give him a call. Okay. Should pick up soon.
Hello?
Hey, Dad. It's just me. So, tornado missed us. Fire stopped. So, we're doing good. Do disasters usually clump like this? I'm not going to lie. It's just been...
Yeah, quite often. Oh, sorry, Joe. The reception's really bad here. I'm out in my bunker out of the city, so cell phone is really bad.
Yeah.
Bear with me.
Okay.
Yeah, quite often events will cause other events. Tornadoes usually come with hail. There can be a wildfire started with power lines being down,
Right.
power outages, roads being blocked and unpassable. Things like that. The key is really don't panic.
Right.
Just remember, take those breaths, take inventory,
Right. Inventory.
and get accurate situation details.
Accurate. Right. And we get that from, I guess, like Notify Now and the radio. I'm sorry, you said the radio earlier,
Yeah.
right?
In Saskatoon, 91.7 is the emergency channel. They'll only activate it when there is an emergency. Other than that, it's the Saskatoon tourist channel.
Well, that's good to know. So I guess, like, my main question is, what do I do next time? Like, do we do, like, triage? How do you choose which disaster to focus on first? Because, I mean, like, so my apartment's burning down, but there's also a tornado, so I'm, like, supposed to duck and hide, but also get my stuff. And so how do you choose which one first? Dad?
Yeah, the key is to take the most immediate threat to your safety, and then consider successive parts of your plan. So, I'm going to evacuate the building, but it's 40 below out.
Right.
So I need to have my jacket and
Jacket's there.
warm clothing and a place to go.
Right.
So I need to know that and have an idea of what that would look like.
I also...
Prioritize and plan.
Sorry.
What now? What next? look at your options. And don't forget to breathe.
Right, breathing. I am breathing. So, I must confess, Dad, I do not have my documents in place. I know you told me to, but I just don't have them. But in this case, my apartment was potentially on fire, and that's where they are. So should I keep them on me at all times? Like, should I walk around with my birth certificate, my lease, you know,
Yeah, they
my will?
recommend, what we talk about is keeping them off-site, right? So you could store them with Mom and I at our place, or with a friend. And it's just a few key documents, you know, that can identify you, your medication, that you'd need to prove when you go to a pharmacist to replace your medication, those kind of issues. So yeah, you keep it off-site in a bank, in a safety deposit box, or with a friend, locked up. The other thing that I noticed when I was doing my preparation for this one, as they were coming down the river, is I had my stuff scattered all over the place because I hadn't maintained my plan.
Me.
So, me too. I've learned some lessons after this one.
That's great. Thank you. My next question is how do I be prepared but not a doomsday prepper? Where's the line? Because I'm not going to lie, this has been intense and I kind of want to...
Know your risks, have a plan, be aware that your plan's going to change, you know, especially with the changes to the environment we're experiencing right now. What used to be a 1 in 100 event is now happening 1 every 10 years.
Right.
So you just need to know what the immediate risks are and be aware that they're going to change. We're lucky in some ways that we live in a harsh environment, so we're used to some of this, you know, 40 below and the like.
Yeah. Got a shovel in my car.
The key would be, you know, when disaster strikes, to remember when disaster strikes, the time to prepare is past, because then you're in the middle of it.
Right. The time for preparedness is past, because we're in the middle of it. Right. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, calling. I try and listen to you. You know, you've got all this great advice, but it's hard sometimes, So thanks for looking out for us and all the people here at...
Yeah, you're welcome anytime to come out and visit the bunker.
Maybe next time, I don't think I'm quite there yet. It's a bit of a commitment, but great. Hey, respect. Well, thanks, Dad. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks, folks. I'm not going to do any card tricks. To be honest, I actually don't know any. It was all a playful ruse. Have a good night, and stay safe.
Awesome. Keep it going. We had some awesome performers tonight. I know it's difficult out there with the blizzard and everything, but I want a big round of applause for Megan Zong, our actor, Jared Beatty for being here, Sydney Wright in Regina, Joe Arnott, and her dad. I know next time we're going to get Dave here. He has to come. Like, he was just so calm. He makes me feel calm in a situation. I'm like, oh. Just so calm. And then we want to thank, which I haven't yet, our wonderful team behind the curtain over here, which you can't see, which is 5x5, who is are responsible with our stream. We have Tori and Tyler, and we are so very grateful for them, as well as Sarah Burkbush down in Regina and all of her tech team and the audience and everybody here. If you've been inspired by anything that we have talked about tonight, we are partners as well with the library, the Saskatoon Library here. And on the website, or at the Saskatoon Library website, you can find the last Sunday, and they always every month put together a wonderful reading list or of books and things that you can kind of read for yourself and get prepared. That's the biggest thing nowadays. And not to scare, but it's like thinking about those moments right now. That's something that we all kind of need to do, It's something to remember. So thank you very much to all of those that made their way to the Broadway Theatre here and into Regina. And if you are out there, some theater is always about community, and if you're in need of anything and we can help in any way, make sure to reach out to us, and we're here to help, and we're here to, if we don't have the answers, we'll find the answers. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Now here we are at the end of the evening. Thanks for coming to the show. We'll see you next time at last Sunday. Now get home safe. We will see you soon. Thanks for coming, everybody.